Oliver had to use the restroom. Dr. Friedman, I am Kelly. This is my husband, Scott.
Okay, nice to meet you. It says Oliver has a stomachache. Is that just today, or is it been going on?
It's a little more than a stomachache. Don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Wait. Now I remember. I gave you more than a $5 bill. You gave me a hell of a lot more than a latte. We were together most of senior year. Even talked about getting married, having kids.
Sounds serious.
As serious as 17-year-olds can be. Right before commencement, just before the prom, actually, I broke up with her.
For Juliet Fleming.
Juliet was so vivacious, so pretty, so popular. I fell head over heels. I broke up with Stephanie. I took Juliet to the prom instead.
That must have hurt.
I'm sure it did. Hello, my name is Ken Weiler. I am faculty here at the Elizabeth Mesnick Acting Studio in North Hollywood, California. And today we are going to offer some tips for auditioning for television procedurals. Well, a television procedural presents a problem, investigates it, and solves it all within the same episode. Typically, they are hour-long dramas, and unless you were born yesterday, you've seen them. They often rotate around police and crime work, for example, Law and Order, CSI. But some of them are political, legal, medicine, and even fire, Fox 911, for example. You might get to play a husband. You might get to play a wife. You might be injured. You might be dying. You might be in mourning. But you also might be an innocent bystander. You might be a barista, a bartender, a janitor, a lawyer, a teacher, and the list goes on. Now, as obvious as this might sound to many of you, these shows are examples of contemporary realism. And if you have not trained or studied as an actor, well, you simply must. Let's assume that you have. How do you prepare? Well, it's important to watch the show that you're auditioning for. It's going to inform you on so much. It'll give you a sense of the tone of the show, a sense of the feel, but it's also going to introduce you to other characters that you may be working with. After that, forget that you are auditioning for a television procedural. Do not prepare for a procedural. Do your work as an actor and prepare the scene as if it were happening to you. Now, when you are ready to self-tape, it's your job to 1, play the scene for real between you and your reader. Understand the stakes of the circumstance. 2, it's important to create the environment that you're in. For example, if you are a patient in a hospital bed looking for some kind of assurance from the doctor who's going to be doing a procedure on you, well, I wouldn't stand up squared off to the camera and look either in the lens, which you rarely, if ever, do, or even off the lens. I would at least create a sense of leaning back. I would put the doctor above me, make myself lower than them, which gives me a sense of vulnerability, and I would play that scene to the doctor. It might seem small, but it makes a huge difference, and it shows that you understand where you are. 3, what are you doing in the scene? You must be able to answer that simply and specifically. Number 4, prepare the moment before so that you are alive before even a single line of dialogue is spoken. 5, really talk to your reader. Catch the arc of the scene. You have to show them that you understand what story is being told. It is your job to make casting believe that all that is left is to send you to hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Look, it's all self-tape now, basically, and your competition is stiff. I think that an actor can still book a job without being fully prepared. I mean, maybe you're exactly what they're looking for, so they'll give you a call back. Maybe they know your work. But if you are starting out, I wouldn't chance that. There are just way too many talented, hardworking artists submitting. So, in conclusion, how do you prepare for a procedural? You don't. You prepare a scene as if you were going to set. It is your job to live through that scene as if it were really happening to you, truthfully, under the imaginary circumstance. Those are the words of Sanford Meisner, via William Esper, via me, and right back to you. You got any comments? Put them below.